A freak own goal in stoppage time from Leeds United's Gabriel Gudmundsson saw the White lose in the capital as Fulham came away with a fortunate 3 points. On the balance of the game, Leeds United probably deserved a point from Craven Cottage, but ultimately, when the final whistle sounded in West London, they came away with absolutely nothing. Leeds had squandered enough chances in the first period to have gone into the second holding on to something, but when that didn't happen, an experienced Premier League side like Fulham were always going to fashion their way back into the match. This they did, but they themselves were unable to find the breakthrough, and it came thanks to a horror own goal from Gabriel Gudmundsson. Dejection was on the faces of many associated with Leeds United at the end of the game, and so let's look back at the 90 minutes to see how Leeds left the capital empty-handed on this occasion. Leeds put in a battling display for much of the game, and in the first half they created the better chances. But Fulham came on stronger in the second, and ultimately Gudmundsson's own goal saw Leeds lose out on the day.
Yes, football can be sometimes cruel, so I think excellent performance, excellent away performance under the circumstances. Didn't give really a chance away against the Fulham side who were under pressure. 3 new signings on deadline day. Also the quality to bring in during the game. I think we dealt excellent with it. We're the better side in the first half, had the better chances, didn't give one chance away in the first half. I think also in the beginning of the second half, we looked pretty sharp and were also close to go and lead. Of course, they were under pressure in the last 15-20 minutes. They tried to put a bit more pressure on us and had perhaps a bit more possession, but without creating chances. And then, such a finish is of course heartbreaking. 95th minute, the whole circumstances. So I think they changed the throw-in situation, why ever, into their direction. Out of this a corner kick, out of this an own goal, and without this situation would be even a chance for this. I feel for the lads because they were excellent today in our whole defending behavior and our whole tactical approach today. But football is sometimes like this. Sometimes you're on the lucky side and you win a game in the last minute. Sometimes you lose it. These circumstances are strange today, but no complaints or critical words about my guys today. I think they played excellent. I'm just proud of them.
Did Gabby need a bit of a kind of an arm round the shoulder afterwards? It was a kind of crazy way to lose the game, the own goal, wasn't it?
Yes, of course. I think he was excellent. So he had to deal with so many different type of wingers today and defended it so well. And there was such an excellent performance. And it's difficult. I'm also struggling to explain the situation. I think he was probably a bit concentrated on blocking the opponent and then lost perhaps a bit the balance of his body and was surprised by the ball. Yes, of course, even a striker couldn't have finished it in this way. But sometimes you can't also explain it. So sometimes you have to accept it. So in this moment, he doesn't need any critical words. He was excellent today. I'm pretty proud of his performance. I feel for him because today in the dressing room he's of course the most disappointed guy in the dressing room in tears. But I have to say I'm also proud of our supporters today, when especially also Gabi and the lads went to them after the game, and then you hear marching on together, and we are proud all together. And they should be proud after this performance, because I think we represented Leeds excellent today, and Gabi as well. And sometimes you have to just accept that football can be cruel.
I think for the next 24 hours we're all going to be hurting a bit, but there is so much to take from that performance, a lot of confidence.
Yes, especially we didn't have the easiest couple of weeks with deadline day, also many little knocks and little injuries also during the game. Of course, Dominic and Noah, who came in, I think for as long as they were not running out of steam, 65-70 minutes.
Clearly a lot of disappointment on the face of Daniel Farke there, and who can blame him after such a horrible ending for his side to the game. But for Leeds, next up for them is another away trip as they head to Molineux to face winless Wolverhampton Wanderers, a side who have lost all 4 of their Premier League games so far. And Leeds, given the way that they played away at Fulham in this game at Craven Cottage, will fancy their chances of getting something from the game. Wolves were perhaps a little bit unlucky to not take a point at St James's Park against Newcastle, but if Leeds show the performance that they showed at Craven Cottage, they could come away with a win.